4th August 2020, ammonium nitrate in Beirut port took more than 200 lives, but still nearly 5,000 people are suffering and almost 3 lakh people lost their homes. Similar incident happened in 1947 when a ship was carrying 2,000 tons of chemical exploded in Texas, killing around 581 people. How did this bomb blast occur, and how was the history of countries' geographical and geopolitical situations before this catastrophe? Let's look at this now. Ammonium nitrate is a highly volatile material. It is used in agricultural fertilizers and bombs, and it is potentially dangerous substance. A Russian cargo ship Rosos, which was carrying 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate on 27th August 2013 from Batumi port of Georgia to Mozambique, East Africa. After starting from Batumi port, it stopped in Istanbul for 2 days. Then on 21st November 2013, when it experienced technical difficulties, it entered to Beirut port. Lebanese authorities inspected and found the ship was impounded for incorrect documentation, leading to suspicions about the ultimate destination of the ammonium nitrate, and the ship was prohibited from sailing. At this point, the ship's owner Igor Grechuskin, a Cyprus-based Russian national, abandoned the ship and its cargo. The Russian captain and 4 Ukraine crew members of the Rosa ship were left on board with no pay, no way to get to shore due to immigration restrictions, sitting on top of a highly explosive cargo. The vessel quickly ran out of stores, bunkers, and provisions. After almost a year, a judge granted the crew members permission to disembark and return home. Owing to the risk associated with retaining the ammonium nitrate on board the vessel, the port authority discharged the cargo onto the port warehouses. The vessel and cargo remained to date in port waiting auctioning and proper disposal. 6 years later, that cargo caused this catastrophe. Lebanon is the West Asian country located on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea, and Beirut is the capital, which considered the largest city in Lebanon and one of the oldest city in the world. Beirut overall population is over 24 lakhs out of 68 lakhs of total Lebanon population. With its most cosmopolitan and religiously diverse, there is 18 recognized religions within the area, including 4 Muslim sects, 12 Christian sects, and a Jewish sect. And since many years, they becoming more integrated. If you see 1950, the population of Beirut was only 3 lakhs, but the number drastically increased since 2015 by 1.70% annual change. The city was destroyed and rebuilt since its inception. Beirut plays a central role in the Lebanese economy. Banking and tourism is the main growth sectors, backbone of the local economy. Most banks and corporations based in its central district, including Badaro, Rue Verdun, Hamra, Riyad El Soleh Street, and Achrafi. Beirut is main banking center for Arab world, with its seaport and airport, coupled with Lebanon's free economic and foreign exchange system, solid gold-backed currency, banking currency law, and favorable interest rates, much of which was invested in construction, commercial enterprise, and industry, mostly the manufacture of textile and shoes, food processing, and printing. But Lebanon is the third most indebted country in the world after Japan and Greece, with a 152% debt to GDP ratio. Due to this, the country unable to meet local demand for decades now. Interest payments consume almost half of government revenues, crippling public finances. Lebanese workers in the Gulf contribute nearly 1/5 of Lebanon's GDP, making them a vital source of the deposit that banks use to finance more debt. About 4 lakhs Lebanese nationals, half of them in Saudi Arabia, contributed between 43% and 60% of total remittances in 2015. However, total remittances dropped by 7% in 2017. After this catastrophe, government has to take initiative to help civilians, but they washed their hands by resigning from their position. Now Prime Minister serving caretaker Prime Minister. Not even that. Prime Minister tried to blame for the country's ongoing economic crisis and corruption onto his cabinet. Since decades, country is already trying to get rid of from several issues such as electricity, education and healthcare. Over this pandemic and then this blast, country is already running with economic, currency, financial and debt crises. This will be increasing the risk of further economic collapse. We believe the Lebanese pound will lose more than 80% of its value in near future. Formation of a new government will take time, probably a year, but did not necessarily mean that change would come. Even before the explosion, an economic crisis in Lebanon had pushed the prices of basic goods sharply upward, leaving many facing the prospect of hunger. City is running with 10 billion to 15 billion damages. But despite millions of dollars in international funds pledged to help rebuild and potential donor standing by, many worry that the dysfunction and corruption will hamper aid efforts. But the question is how it's going to recover and pay this. Corruption and gross mismanagement is country's major reason for economic crisis. The government had been seen as powerless in the face of a growing banking crisis. Poverty has showed more than half of the country's population would become poor in 2020.